because what you're doing is you're saying the end goal, the maturity, is more important to me now than instant gratification. Hey there, everybody. It's Charlie Schaffer, the church planting pastor of Capernaum Baptist Church in Hammond, Louisiana. And I will not waste your time. If you don't know who I am, I'm here to try to help you understand leadership, understand Christianity, understand, especially for pastors, the pastoral world as I've seen it and as I've experienced it. And I want to help you be a better Christian, leader, person, adult, influence, whatever you want to be. I want to help you be the best version of you that you can be. Now, again, I will not waste your time, so let's just hop right into our discussion today. Some people are going to get offended by what I have to say today. I don't think you're going to be that kind of person, because if you're watching me, if you know me, and you agree with me on things, then you're probably the kind of person who wants to get stuff done. You're the kind of person who does not waste time and who doesn't act mature in the same sense as what we're going to talk about. My friend asked me what I would call myself, like what descriptors I would use. And I said probably growing, insatiable, driven, focused, but I also said immature at times. She kind of laughed at that. But really, immaturity, it's something that we all struggle with to some degree. We're not as mature as we could be, right? So I was face to face then with that, and that made me think, but hang on, I called myself immature in some ways, and I know that that's true, but I really had to define what that means in my life, because if I don't want to be immature, the first step is to conquer that problem, to figure out what the problem is. So if an immature person has to be defined, here's how I would define immaturity. Immaturity is the ability to have a goal and to ignore it. Immaturity is having a goal and ignoring it. If you can do that, then you are in one way or another immature. Now, here's the thing. All of us are on this continuum, like we all have different levels of maturity in life, different problems. Some people are immature in their dating world. Some people are immature in their marriage. And those are two different worlds, but at the same time, there's the possibility for immaturity in both. Immaturity is to have a goal and to ignore it. So I could give you an endless list of examples, but I think you are the one who needs to find that out for you. What is your goal and where are you ignoring it? Now, let me give you an example of something that would be easy. If your goal is to lose weight and you're not counting the calories that you're taking in every day, and you're not working out, and you're not taking rest days, if you're doing all the wrong things, then you're immature because you have a goal and you're ignoring it. As a college student, sometimes I have due dates and I have goals that I need to reach, but instead of doing the work leading up to it, instead of trying to meet that goal day by day, instead, sometimes what an immature college me would do every once in a while is procrastinate. Push it back until the last day that it's due, waste the time. I have an immature work ethic that is not progressing towards my goal. So those are just two examples in ways that matter to me, but what are your goals? Pastors, if your goal is to reach out to people, to build connections with people, to have meaningful, lasting relationships with people, maturing them from where they are to where God wants them to be, as Blackaby would say, then why are you not working towards that goal? Think of it like on a T-chart. On one side of the paper, you have, here's all my goals, and then on this side of the paper, you have, here's all the things that I'm working towards. Here's all the actionable steps that I'm taking to accomplish that goal. What's on that side? If the things that you're not doing are outweighing the things that you are doing, then you're not acting maturely and you're not actually accomplishing things. You're immature if you're not getting things done because you're ignoring your goal. A lot of times this is just a present satisfaction. We would rather get something now than the satisfaction of doing something later, and that's immature. Delayed gratification is something that you see a lot in mature people, in winners and conquerors. You're not going to go see bajillionaires who do things for now. You're going to do things in the long term. You're going to have a long-term mentality. Why? Because you're mature. Immature people do what's fun for now. Mature people reach their goal because they actually have one. Now, again, I'm supposing that you even have goals, and I think if you don't, that's the first place to start. An immature person who doesn't have any goals is a cop-out. That is not true. You do have a goal and you know what that goal is. Your goal is to go set actionable goals. Like that's the very first goal that you have and you know it. So if you're the kind of person who runs away from getting things done because like it's easier not to have a target and never to hit it than it is to have one and miss. If you're that kind of person, or if you're the kind of person who'd rather get a 0 on assignment than get a C, then you need maturity. You need to grow into the place that's going to set goals. And then you need to become the kind of person who's actually going to work towards them. Here's the next step of it. When you have goals, you need to prioritize them. And sometimes your family needs to come, like always, your family needs to come before any other goal that you have. If you're a dad, you need to take care of your wife. And then you need to take care of your kids. And all of that needs to come before everything else that you're doing. Ministry in that world where people are told that they need to put the church before their family, that is toxic. Jesus didn't die for your family so you can neglect them. So get your priorities in order. Make sure that you're working on the right goal at the right time. But make sure that you're not neglecting your goal. In my discussion with my friend, I said immature at times, and I didn't tell you the last thing that I said, but getting better each day. If you want to be the kind of person who gets better, then all you have to do is improve. I know that sounds really dumb and simple, but literally you just have to do the thing. If you want to be the kind of person who wakes up at 4 a.m, wake up at 4 a.m. And every day that you do that, you are now the kind of person who wakes up at 4 a.m. If you want to be the kind of person who gives up caffeine because you don't want to be addicted to it, because you don't want to crutch and you don't want to be weak, you don't want to be a loser or immature, then set that as your goal and stop drinking caffeine. Because what you're doing is you're saying the end goal, the maturity, is more important to me now than instant gratification. I'm not an immature person, and I do not identify with immature actions because I am this. I am working towards this. I might have a tendency towards something that's negative. I might have tendency towards a caffeine addiction or towards not working out or towards not counting my calories. But I am getting better. I am improving. And today, I am the kind of person who wakes up at 4 a.m. or whatever your case is, whatever your goal is. Change those frameworks in your mind. You're going to be a winner, and keep doing great things. Keep being awesome. I'll see you guys later.